Good morning. Today we are going to see about the essential aptitude topics, that is time and work, time, speed and distance, and algebra, geometry, mensuration and trigonometry, and data interpretation. Right? First, we are going to see about the time and work. The time and work is based on a single person is working, how much days he complete the work. If two persons are working, or three persons are working, how much days they complete the work. So if two or three persons working, they complete the work much faster than a single person. So initially, how they will do means this problem will be calculated. It is take the, if suppose A person is working for 10 days, it's nothing as 1 by 10. If a B person is working for 15 days, they take as 1 by 15. A combinedly work means 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15. A's work is 1 by 10 and B's work is 1 by 15. If they both are work together, it's nothing but 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15. Right? Instead of going this method, you can go directly through the LCM method. LCM method means what is the A's work, what is the B's work. That is the denominator one, 10, 15. Take an LCM there. To take an LCM, that is nothing but LCM of days is nothing but the actual total work. So we can calculate the total work easily. Efficiency. Then remember this formula, work is equal to efficiency in time. So you can write it as, so you can write it as, you can write it as work is equal to efficiency into time, right? So here efficiency is nothing but work divided by time. Let's take this E, work divided by time. So whenever the efficiency will increase, if the efficiency wants to increase, the time wants to decrease. Right? Both are efficiency and time are inversely proportional. So if you reduce the time, the efficiency automatically increases. In order to reduce the time, there is more number of workers. Instead of one worker, if you add one more worker, that is two workers, the time will be gets decreased, the efficiency will be improved. So the efficiency unit is unit per day. Work unit is units. This time is nothing but they mentioned as day. So efficiency is nothing but units per day. So remember this formula, work is equal to efficiency into time. In this way, we can use in pipes and cistern. The negative efficiency here is that even leaking in the pipes. Pipe kind of problems. Okay. Now come to the next important one, that is time, speed and distance. Here the golden rule is, you know, that distance is equal to speed into time. This formula. Next formula. Initially you see in the work formula, work is nothing but efficiency into time. Here the golden rule is distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed, the product of time. There are two different concepts here. There is a relative speed. If two vehicles are coming in the opposite direction, you have to add the speed. If suppose one vehicle is coming from Chennai to Pondicherry and another vehicle is coming from Pondicherry to Chennai on the ECR road. So what is happening? They both are coming in the opposite direction. So in this case, from Chennai to Pondi, the vehicle is traveling at 60 km per hour. From Pondi to Chennai, it is going as 40 kilometers per hour. Right? He is 60 kilometers from Chennai to Pondi. That is 60 kilometers per hour. Here, from Pondi to Chennai, our vehicle is traveling at 40 kilometers per hour. Now, in opposite direction, the vehicles are moving. We have to add the speed. Right? If it is same direction, because you and another family are traveling from Pondi to Chennai, right? Then subtract the speed. Here the car direction is wrong actually. The car direction, both are in the same direction. Both are in the same direction because the vehicles moving from one place to another place from the same way. So you have to subtract the speed. What is the speed? Suppose it is 60 kilometer per hour. This is 40 kilometer per hour. So the subtract the same direction means subtraction to 20 kilometer per hour. Here opposite direction means you have to add the speeds 60 plus 40, so it is 100, right? So come here the train scenario. Train scenario, they will have two kinds of problem generally. When a train crashes a pole, crashes a tree, or crashes a man, it's all same only. Pole, tree, man. Pole, tree, man, everything is same. It's nothing but the distance is equal to the length of the train. Suppose the length of the train is 100 meters, right? Because it is like a point. A pole seems to consider to be a point. A tree is considered to be a point. A man is considered to be a point. So what happened? For this calculation, you have to take the distance is equal to the length of the train. How much is the length of the train? Whenever the question is asked, a train crosses a pole, a train crosses a tree, a train crosses a man. So you have to take the train length. Next one. When a train crosses a platform, you know that the platform length is the lengthier, right? You cannot take it is a single point in the previous case. So what you have to do? You have to consider the platform length. Or in some cases, they ask the tunnel because the train travels through tunnel, right? The tunnel or bridge, because somewhere the train is going in the bridge also. So whenever the question they ask mention as platform, tunnel, train, for distance is nothing but the train distance, right? Train length of the train and the length of the bridge or length of the tunnel or length of the platform. So you have to add here. So distance is equal to train plus platform, train plus tunnel, train plus bridge. So in this kind of problem, we have to add the distance, platform distance to train distance. Suppose the train is 100 meters, 100 plus the platform is 200 meters. So 200. So 100 plus 200. The distance is 300 here. Right? Suppose here the train is 100 meter. Here the distance is when it crosses the pole, you have to consider only 100 meters because the pole, tree, man is considered to be a point. Okay. What kind of problems they will ask in time, speed, and distance? One is average speed. They will ask to calculate the average speed. Another one is relative speed, and there is we see in a vehicle, train, then boats and streams is also there, the similar problem. Then train problem is also there. Okay. Next, come to the mensuration. In mensuration, we have circle, triangle, right? It is having a radius, circumference is there, diameter is nothing but r is equal to d by 2. Radius is equal to d by 2. So you have to perimeter. There are 4 formulas are there to calculate the perimeter and area for triangle, circle, and trapezoid. These are 2D shapes. When you come to 3D shapes, they have cylinder, cone, and sphere. Whenever they ask to calculate the volume is nothing but for a cylinder pi r square h. Cone, here it is not the same from everywhere. Here the shape is decreasing in the top. So you have to take 1 by 3 pi r square h. The cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. But if you take a ball, the ball is also, it is not like a square type, right? It is a circle type. So here you have to mention pi r cube. Pi r cube. It means that it is having 3 radius. So it is nothing but pi r cube, right? That is 3 directions, which is having a radius, a length, height, everything. So it is nothing but pi r cube volume here. Here it is having only 2. One is bottom one, another one is height. So it is nothing but r square. So pi r square. The cylinder also pi r square. So you have to remember the formula for how cylinder is nothing but pi r square h. Whenever you see in cone, it is nothing but 1 by 3 pi r square h. Whenever you see a sphere, it is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is used to derive the formula. And you have to memorize the formula and it will be useful. By keep on reminding pi r square h and 1 by 3 pi r square h and 4 by 3 pi r cube. Yeah. These are the formulas we seen in because in initial class you asked some formulas about numbers. So I taken all the formulas here. So you can refer the formula. For square it is a square, perimeter 4a. Rectangle length and width is given. You have to find out the area and perimeter. A triangle half bh. So the perimeter a plus b plus c. Here circle is nothing but pi r square. So perimeter is nothing but perimeter means a circle, circumference or what say you have to complete rotate one. So nothing but 2 pi r. Similarly for solids, similarly for geometry, you know that x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, the slope equation. Then Pythagoras theorem, you know that h square is equal to a square plus b square. Here the tangent is perpendicular to radius. Tangent radius means you know that the circle outside the line is nothing but the tangent radius, right? If it is like a pizza-like structure, the angles are equal, right? It is converted. A circle is what to say? A circle is cutted into pieces. It's like the segments. The angles are equal here, right? You just go through. Just all the problems are not going to ask. Just to remember the formulas and concepts there. Okay, what is the important here in algebra is nothing but you know that you studied in the school times. A plus b the whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, a minus b the whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. A minus b, a square minus b square is nothing but a plus b, a minus b. When you are using this formula in a problem, then only we come to understand this one. But just for formulas and the basic concepts we are explaining here. This common question type is nothing but if x is plus 1 by x, what happens? This x is gets product, right? So x into x, x square plus 1 divided by x square. So shortcut is nothing but here x plus 1, x square plus 1 divided by x. X square plus 1 divided by x. So if you want to find out, take the there is similar problem. It's nothing but x square plus 1 take LCM. X is equal to a, right? That means that what they are asking, find x square plus 1 by x square. So first you find out the x square here. How to find out x square? X square is nothing but kx minus 1. So x square is nothing but kx minus 1. So substitute this kx minus 1 here. Kx minus 1 there. The shortcut you are getting is k square minus 2. K square minus 2. So this is this kind of problem. Suppose they are asking x plus 1 by x is equal to k. You remember the k square minus 2. Shortcut is k square minus 2. Kx minus 1 whole square 1 by k square. Okay. We'll discuss in the problems this one. Yeah, come to the geometry. Here, the triangle is nothing but the sum of angles. Sum of angles means here it is 60 degree, here 60 degree, here 60 degree. So 60, 120 and 180. If suppose the parallel lines, the transversals, because this angle, all the interior angle is same. Because if it's mentioned as 30 degree, what should be this angle if you're asking in the parallel lines? This line is nothing but also 30 degree. So you have to remember this formula because they in question they will ask like these parallel lines in the diagrammatic picture. They mentioned this 30 degree. What should be this angle? They will ask. So you have to remember the concept. Alternate interior angles are equal. So whatever the angle they mention, 30 degree or 60 degree in parallel lines, So you have to keep the same angle in the opposite direction also. Here this is in triangle the Pythagoras theorem, right? This is H is, this is A, this is B, right? Opposite. H square is equal to A square plus B square. So we have to calculate that one. H is nothing but root of A square plus B square. So we have to calculate. So a tangent is perpendicular. You seen in the previous. Whenever you drawing like that, the circle touching like that, that is the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Here, angles in the same segment are equal. Angles in the same segment are equal means this is 60 degree. Here this is 60 degree because it is within the circle, so 60 degree. Right? So these are the basic formulas. This is the way to remember SOH, CAH, TOA. What is SOH, CAH, TOA? Sin theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Tan theta is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. And then remember one formula, then it is really easier because 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree. Every angle is changing by 15 to 30 degree. First one is 30 degree, another one is 15 degree, right? Another one is 15 degree, another 30 degree. So 30, 45, 60, 90. Sin theta, sin 0 is 0. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Root 3 by 2, 1. Cos is exactly reverse actually. Here 90 degree is 1. Here 0 degree is 1. Here 30 degree is 1 by, that's just opposite, right? 60 degrees root 3 by 2. Here 30 degrees root 3 by 2. 45 degree, both are same. 1 by root 2. Right? The 30 degree is 1 by 2. Here 60 degree is 1 by 2. Just start from the reverse. You always remember this one. Whenever this angle problem is asking, you have to mention sin 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and 1. Then it is in the reverse fashion 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. So tan theta is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. Tan theta formula was sin theta by cos theta. So sin theta 0, cos theta 1. So 0 by 1 is nothing but 0 here. Here 30 degree 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. So 2 get cancelled is nothing but 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, both are same. So it is nothing but 1. So it is nothing but 1. Here root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So 2 get cancelled. It is nothing but root 3. 90 degree, it is 1 by 0. The denominator is 0 is nothing but undefined. It is infinity value. So the tan theta you cannot find out in 90 degree. The tan theta is infinity. So whenever the sin theta problem, remember this basic concept. Mostly 90% related to this kind of problems only coming. Sin theta using this formula. And sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. It is not depth problem will not ask. Like solve kind of problems only they will ask here. Okay. Now the concept is over. What is the concept we see? We can see time and work, and then time, distance, right? Then what do you see? What are the topics we seen today? Hello? Hello?
Time, work, time,
Yes.
speed, distance, relative
Okay.
speed,
Okay.
time,
Relative speed.
mensuration.
Okay. Then we seen a mensuration.
And geometry.
Geometry we seen, mensuration we seen 2D and 3D, right? Now take this problem. A and B together can complete a piece of work in 15 days and B alone in 20 days. So what it means, A plus B, they join together, they complete the work in 15 days. If B alone is working, right, it takes 20 days, right? So if you want to complete the work faster, right, you allot 2 members. If the time is not a constraint for you, but money paying is a constraint. So what you have to 15 days for 2 workers you have to pay, but here the B can complete the work in 20 days. Here we are going to pay only for 1 person. So if we calculate in the terms of money, right? You can choose one worker. If you want to complete the work on time, you choose two workers. So let's see here, in how many days A alone can complete the work, right? So A person having a different efficiency and B person is having a different efficiency. It means that if A and B are combined together, they complete the work in 15 days. If B only doing 20 days, how many days A can complete the work? So we have to subtract that from total work, right? Then only we can find out the A's work. A and B are combinedly working, there is some value. B only working, there is some value. So from A and B, subtract the B, you will get the A value. Right? It is a actual assumption concept. So the choices are 40 days, 60 days, 45 days, and 30 days. Let's come to the efficiency unit method. You know that efficiency is work is equal to efficiency into time. Efficiency is nothing but work divided by time. So what we seen in the efficiency unit method, always the total work, you ought to take the LCM of 15 and 20. If you take 15 and 20, what should be the LCM? Yesterday also we seen, what should be the LCM of 15 and 20? Hello?
60.
Yeah. 60. 1 by 15 is 1 by 20. That is a big boss method you can use, or you can get cross multiplication and you can do a normal method also. So if it is 60, that is divisible by 15, and 20 is also divisible. So 60 units. 60 units is nothing but what? Total work. 60 units is nothing but the total work. How we calculated the total work? The total work can be calculated by using a LCM. LCM of 1 by 15 and 20. Then calculate the efficiency. The efficiency is discuss the formula. Efficiency is nothing but work divided by time. Work divided by time. So if A and B efficiency means, what is the A and B work? A and B work is nothing but 60. What is the time period for A and B? A and B time period is 15. Right? So 60 divided by 15. Here you mentioned, see again. Yeah, 60 divided by 15 is equal to 4 units per day. You understand? Efficiency is equal to total work divided by time. What is the total work done by A plus B? A and B is nothing but it's given in the question. It is calculated that one total work. Total work is 60, and then the time period is given in the question, that is 15 days. So 60 divided by 15. So it is nothing but 4 units per day. That means in each day they complete 4 units per day if they are both working together. When come to B, what is the total work of B? The total work of B is also same, because initially we are operating with 2 persons. Secondly, we are operating only a single person for 20 days. So the total work is same for both cases. So total work is 60 days here, and B's time is, the duration is increases. The time increases means what happened? Automatically the efficiency will be decreases, because both are inversely proportional, we seen in the slides. So it is 60 divided by 20, 3 units per day. So if both are working together, they complete 4 units per day. They are much worker, the faster worker. Here the 3 units per day if single person is working. So less work, less efficiency. So 3 units per day. Now what is find A's efficiency? How to find out the efficiency A? So you have to subtract. I told you while discussing the question, efficiency of A plus B is 4. Efficiency of B is 3. That 4 minus 3 is nothing but 1 unit per day. They can complete the work. So calculate the A's time. The time formula, just reverse that one. Time is nothing but total work divided by efficiency of A. Total work you already know, that is 60. Efficiency of A is nothing but 1. So is equal to 60 days. Is nothing but 60 days. That means what? The B's efficiency is 3 times greater. Right? B's efficiency is 3 times greater than efficiency A. Efficiency is doing 1 work if B is working 3 works per day, like that. Like 3 times better person. So if A only you can give a job, he takes 60 days to complete the work, right? Instead of taking such person, you have to take 2 persons and complete the work in 15 days. If you like a B kind of worker, you can choose them and complete the work in 20 days, right? So you have to remember a fast trick formula. A's time is nothing but A plus B's time into B's time divided by B's time minus A plus B's time. That means you see that A plus B's time. A plus B's time what here? 15 is a plus B's time into B's time. B's time is nothing but 20, right? So the B's time divided by B's time is nothing but again 20. Then A plus minus A plus B's time. A plus B's time is 15. 20 minus 15. So 300 by 60 days. So this is a method for calculating the total work. If they ask to find out the total work, take an LCM method and find out, or using this formula also you can find out. I think LCM method is much simpler. 15 into 20, you have to take LCM for 15 and 20. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Because this problem definitely they will ask, maybe a 2% or 3%. If 3% is given, you have to take 3 as LCM. For 3 members, what should be the LCM you have to take, and you have to solve accordingly. So here you have to remember the formula. What formula? Work is equal to efficiency into time. Work is equal to efficiency into time. Okay. Next, that is also the important problem. What here? One is the average speed problem. Another one is relative speed problem. That is train. We are already seen, right? One guy is traveling from A to B, and another guy is traveling from the car B to A. So a person travels from A to B at a 60 kilometer per hour and returns from B to A, right? 40 kilometer hour. That the same vehicle is traveling. While going, is traveling at a 60 kilometer per hour. While coming back, but he comes under 40 kilometer per hour. What is the average speed of the entire journey? Assume that first, this kind of problem, you are traveling, you are in the car, right? Then only you can easily calculate, right? Assume the distance A and B is D. Let us take the distance is D, right? So here the distance from A to B is D, right? So time taken by A to B, that is T1 distance, travel first time. When they are traveling from A to B, is nothing but D by time. What is speed? Speed is nothing but, what is the speed formula? It's nothing but the distance divided by time. Here the distance is D, the time taken is, sorry. That's time is equal to distance by speed. Our distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. When I calculate the time, is nothing but distance by speed. Here the distance is D and the speed of from A is nothing but 60 hour. Then comes to B, again we are calculating a time, how much time? That is nothing but D, capital D, and the speed is 40 per hour. Well, when you calculate the both, when to and fro, what is happen? Total distance is nothing but that is D plus D is nothing but 2D. You can say D by 60, D by 40. You take a LCM, is nothing but D by 24 hours. So total time is, that is distance by speed is nothing but D by 24 hours. So average speed formula, total distance divided by total time. So the total distance what? When we traveling from A to B is D, when traveling from B to D is D. So D plus D, 2D. What is the total time? The total time when we are taking traveling from A to B and B to A, the total time, that is time we already calculated by using a formula, that is D by 24. Substituting it, the average speed is 48 kilometer per hour. 48 kilometer per hour. Or you can use this formula, shorter formula for two equal distances. It is applicable only for two equal distances. If there is a distance is not equal, you have to use this formula and combustible. This is 2 into S1 into S2 divided by S1 plus 2. S1 is the speed of the A vehicle, that means starting from A's position. S2 is the speed of the vehicle starting from the B's position, that is 40. So 260 into 40 divided by 60 plus 40, we can calculate 48 kilometer per hour. 48 kilometer per hour. This is the average speed for problem. The average speed problem, you use distance, time is equal to distance by speed time, or speed is equal to distance divided by time. And vice versa, you can use wherever, whatever you have to find, use this formula. When it is relative speed, that is relative speed problem. There are two cars, X and Y, are 100 kilometer apart, right? These here, what is happening? The same car is traveling from one direction to another direction. That is forward journey and return journey. Forward journey 60 kilometer per hour, and the return journey is 40 kilometer per hour. So we are a single car is used, a single persons are traveling. So you take here the average speed problem. But here there are two cars. One car is coming from in the earlier discussion we told, right? Chennai, one car starting, Pondicherry, one car is traveling, like that. The two cars X and Y are 100 kilometers apart. Car X starting moving towards car Y, right? They are both are traveling in opposite direction. Is 70 kilometer per hour. Then car Y is traveling 30 kilometer per hour. In how much time they will meet? Right? So you have to calculate. When two objects move in opposite direction, the speed is the sum of their individual speeds. We discussed that already. The sum of their individual speeds. What is the individual speed? Here 70, here 30. So the relative speed between these two is nothing but 70 plus 30 is nothing but 100 kilometer per hour. That means they cover 100 kilometer in 1 hour. They cover 100 kilometer in 1 hour. The initial distance between them, when you starting from this position to there, it is nothing but 100 kilometer. When you starting from this position to this position, it is 100 kilometers. So the initial distance between them is 100 kilometer. What is time they will meet? The time to meet is nothing but time formula is same. Here distance divided by relative speed. Here the distance is 100 kilometers only. Whether you take X starting vehicle or Y starting vehicle, the distance is 100 kilometer. How much speed they are traveling? Because the relative speed, this is 70, this is 30, adding together relative speed S1 plus S2. That means two vehicles are traveling in opposite direction, add the speeds. Right? So time to meet is 100 kilometer, then relative speed is 100 kilometer per hour. It is nothing but 1 hour. 100 by 100, it gets cancelled. Is nothing but this hour will be going to the denominator one. So it becomes 1 hour. Right? 1 minute. Any doubts in this? You can ask.
No, sir. Sir,
Yes.
it is possible to give if for in case average speed problem like 3 to 4 problems at the end of the
Yeah, sure. So because you are going to write a test, right?
Yeah. So in yesterday's test there is no question is related to percentage and all.
Percentage. Okay, I'll provide.
Yeah.
I'll provide.
Okay, sir.
Yesterday, which test you written?
Third test only.
Second test.
No, third test.
Third test, there is no percentage problem.
No, there is no.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. If not, I'll provide. Share it with you.
Okay, sir, sure. Thanks.
We go to the next slide. Okay, now it is a train problem. We already said here, a train is length is 150 meters long, right? This diagram is not provided there. You have to assume, right? For easier representation, we are giving here. A train 150 meters long is running at a speed of 54 km/h, right? 50. Whenever this kind of problems, you can write or imagine or draw in a small in pencil like this, right? A train length is 150 meter. That is traveling at a 54 km/h. That pole means zero length. I said it because it is considered to be a point, a pole, a man, a tree passing, right? In what time will it passes a pole, right? So it is nothing but the distance is, this distance is not considered. It is a negligible distance, or you can say it is a zero distance. So we have to consider only the train length, because at the starting point, when it is train come here, what happened? The train starting. When it's train leaving from here, it takes 150 meters. So from this point, the starting point, like a racing point, right? This is a racing line, starting line. So the train comes here and moves away from that line. So you have to calculate. So what is that one? Here is nothing but 150 meter. Because when a train crosses a pole, tree, or a standing person, the distance covered is equal to the length of the train. So what is the length of the train? The length of the train is 150. Now convert the speed km/h. This is how much speed it is traveling? 54 km/h. Now we have to convert it into meter per second. How to convert it into meter per second? How to convert the kilometer into meter per second? You see, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, how many meters? 1 kilometer, how many meters? Hello? Yeah. 1 kilometer is nothing but 1000 meters, right? Now converting 1 hour. 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes. If you can, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 1 hour you can say 60 into 60 seconds. That means that 3600 seconds, right? When we are calculating, converting this one, so kilometer, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter, and 1 hour is nothing but 3600 seconds. If we calculate this, 10 by 36 is nothing but 5 by 18. That's why we are multiplying by 5 by 18, right? Because 1 kilometer, 1000 meter, so 1 hour, 60 minutes. If we convert it into seconds, that is 3600 seconds. Here, it is provided in kilometer per hour. So we have to multiply by, to convert into meter per second, we have to multiply 5 by 18. So this thing, you keep it in mind and remember this formula 5 by 18. Whenever you have to convert a kilometer per hour into meter per second, you have to multiply by 5 by 18. That is nothing but 15 meter per second. Why we are converting? Why we are not in the kilometer? Tell me. Why we are converting to meter per second? Why we are not solving?
Because the train length is in meters.
Yeah, very good. Because the train length is in meters. So we have to calculate for the train only. So that is converting related to that one. So the distance to be covered is equal to the length of the train, is 150 meters. So calculate the time. Time is nothing but distance by speed. So what is the distance? The distance is nothing but the length of the train, 150, right? Here, what is the speed? If it is in the kilometer per hour, it is very difficult because in top numerator is in the meter. So we have to convert this one. So we converted 150 by 15. 10 seconds. How many seconds? In 10 seconds, it crosses the train crosses the pole. The train crosses a man. The train crosses a tree. Within 10 seconds. The 10 seconds time is taking The complete train to cross over, right? The complete train to cross over the pole, cross over the man, cross over the tree. So it takes 150-meter long train takes 10 seconds, right? Okay. Now, second problem. A train crashes a platform, as we told in the initial bridge or tunnel. Now the train length is 200 meters. It's traveling at 72 kilometers per hour. The platform length is not provided. So you have to calculate the platform length here, right? So the total distance is train plus platform length. Similarly, the same way we are calculating, we know the speed of the train and we are converting into meter per second because the train is also in the meter, the platform length is also in meter here. So calculate that speed. Distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed here? 20 meter per second. What is the time here? Train crashes a platform in 30 seconds because in initial case we calculated for time, right? Here in this case we are calculating for platform, or you can say a pole, right? So what happened here? 20 into 30, speed is 20 and the time provided is crashes a platform is 30 seconds, so 600 meters. So relative total distance is what? Length of the train plus length of the platform. Length of the platform is not known. So 600 is equal to 200 plus L. If you calculate the length, it is nothing but 400 meters. So the platform length is 400 meters because they have provided only the time duration of the train cross over the platform. So you have to find out the platform length. In some cases, they will ask about the like this problem, how much time it takes to cross the platform. Like that, they will ask. Then also you can use a similar kind of problem, similar steps to solve it. If you solve 2 or 3 problems, then it will be very easier and you can remember. Yeah. Next comes to the mensuration. In mensuration, we have rectangle, circle, right? 2D shapes, right? Here, wire is in the shape of a rectangle. Wire is in the shape of a rectangle. It is a breadth 18 centimeter and a length is 42 centimeter. It is bent to form a circle because it is in the rectangle shape. You are making it to bend to form a circle. They are asking to find out this radius. Radius is nothing but diameter divided by 2, right? Circumference formula is nothing but 2 pi r, right? Then perimeter is nothing but 2 into length into breadth. Perimeter means the complete turnover, rotation, right? 2 into, because it is having length, breadth, another breadth will be there, another length will be there, and another breadth will be there. So 2 breadths are there, 2 lengths are there. So perimeter is nothing but 2 into length plus breadth. That means, right? So when you come, just walk around this one. It is having 2 breadths and 2 lengths. It's nothing but perimeter. Perimeter is nothing but 2 into L plus B. So the length is given 42, breadth is given 18. So we can calculate 120. When a shape is reshaped, the perimeter length remains the same, right? When you are making it a circle or triangle, right? The perimeter is same actually. That's why they are saying here. We are making a rectangle to a circle, the perimeter won't change. So the 120 centimeter. So for circle circumference, what also what? If you rotate like this, right? If you travel like this, is nothing but a perimeter 2 times of L plus B. If you are rotating like this, is also 2L plus B. Both are same. The circumference, you can say this is a circumference, you can say this is a perimeter, right? But both are same. So here, come here, perimeter of a rectangle is equal to the circumference of the circle. So circumference of the circle is nothing but perimeter we already calculated. It is nothing but 120. Then circumference formula 2 pi r. Pi we know the 22.7 or you can use 3.14, right? So we calculate that, we can calculate the radius. The radius is 19 centimeter. So what we have to understand? One concept, the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to the circumference of the circle. What is the perimeter formula? 2 times of length into breadth, right? length plus breadth. Then circumference formula 2 pi r. Then from that you can calculate the radius. Now you come here, a solid metallic cylinder, height 24 centimeter and radius is 8 centimeter. Form a cone of same radius. Melted to form a cone of the same radius. That means we are making a cone from the cylinder, right? The height is same. The height is 24 centimeter and the radius is 8 centimeter. What is the height of the cone? They asked to what is the new height of the cone. Initially, the height is cylinder height is 24 centimeter and the radius is 8 centimeter. From this cylinder, we are going to change it to cone shape, right? So the radius same, but what is the height of the cone? Height of the cone is increased or decreased. We have to calculate. The key concept, when one solid shape is melted to form another, the total volume remains conserved. The total volume remains conserved because the volume of cone is different, right? The volume of cylinder is different. We seen in the previous formula, volume is equal to pi r square h cylinder. But if you take a cone, it is shrinked. It is 1 by 3 pi r square h, right? There you see the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. The volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. First, you calculate the volume of cylinder because we know the height and we know the radius. If you calculate pi r square h and solve the problem. Here, 1 by 3 pi r square and pi r square both because we are changing to cylinder to a cone, right? So both are converting here volume. So pi r square h and if we equate these two, pi r square get cancelled. But this height will be there and this height will be there. So 1 by 3 into h, right? H is equal to 1 by 3 h. We know the capital H value, that is nothing but 24. Then we calculated the height of the cone is nothing but, that is small h, 1 by 3 into h. Then the height of the cone is nothing but 72 centimeter. It is nothing but a small h actually. Right, this height of the cone is nothing but small h because don't confuse with the capital H and again this small h because the cylinder is mentioned as, because here they are taken as h, right? This is capital H. Okay, this is small h and this is capital H because they are using a formula here mentioned pi r square h because the height is different. Here, this height is actually mentioned as 24. We have to calculate this height, capital H height, right? So this height is provided as 24. We are going to calculate this height only. That height is 72 centimeter. By using a formula, we can calculate. Right? Next one is the algebraic quadratic equation. Right? You know that for root formula, minus b root of minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here you see that if the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is equal to the product of the roots. What is the relationship between a, b and c? Right? The sum of b is nothing but alpha plus beta, summation. Here c is nothing but the product, alpha into beta, this one. For calculating this problem, sum of roots is equal to, because for finding out the root, there is a formula minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? So sum of the roots is nothing but alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a, and product of the roots is nothing but c by a. C by a. You use that formula minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This formula is correct. Formula is correct. Okay, let's check it out and come. Okay, this one, ax square plus bx minus a. So alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. And the product is nothing but c by a. You have to remember this key concept, right? Whenever this ax square plus bx, that is algebraic equation is provided, right? That's b is nothing but alpha plus beta, that is minus b by a. And this is only c by a, right? If you, what they say, is equal to the product of the roots. Sum of the roots is equal to the product of the roots. So alpha plus beta is equal to alpha into beta. So alpha plus beta value is minus b by a. It is equal to c by a. So multiply both sides by a. It's get cancelled. Is nothing but minus b is equal to c, or you can say b plus c is equal to 0. Right? We are solving it for the relationship. We are solving it for the relationship. You remember this concept, alpha plus beta, that means b, x minus b by a. Then alpha into beta is nothing but c by a, right? The sum of the roots is equal to the product of the roots. So substitute this formula, minus b by a is equal to c by a. Then we calculate b plus c is equal to 0, right? Mostly in algebraic equation, they find out the x plus 1 by x, find the value of x, find the value of k, like that will be problems will be asked. Now come to the trigonometry, height and distance. A person observes the angle of elevation at the top of a tower at 30 degree. A person stands from here and sees the top of a tower, right? So the distance is, there is some distance. He walks 50 meters from position A to position B. Initial position is A, right? He changed to position B. When he is looking at the top of the tower at an angle of 30 degree, right? Then he walks to 50 meters to position B, and again he is seeing the top of the tower. Right? Now the angle becomes 60 degree. Initially it is 30 degree, now it is changed to 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. To find the height of the tower, right? So height of the tower, let the height of the tower is h, right? And initial distance is what? X. We know the distance, so we have to take the distance as x. That means the distance x is nothing but the distance between the tower and the man standing in the position A is nothing but x. Then is x is equal to y plus 50, because the person is moved from position A to position B. That distance is 50 meters. Again, one more distance is there from position B to the tower distance. That is called as y. So we can write it as x is equal to y plus 50. X is equal to y plus 50. So triangle 1 larger. Triangle 1 larger. This is the larger triangle. So we come to that one using a tan formula. What is tan's formula? Tan 30 degree we know. What is tan? Sin theta is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Adjacent side, cos theta, adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. What for tan theta? What is the formula for tan theta? Okay. Hello? Opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side. A person is standing here. The opposite side is
Cos by sin
yeah.
by cos.
Yeah. No. In the terms of opposite side, adjacent side, like that. Okay. Sin theta opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Cos theta adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. Tan theta opposite side is h. Adjacent side means bottom side. So it is nothing but x. So h by x. Then what is the angle here? Tan 30 degree. What is the tan 30? We already discussed in the formula. Tan 30 is nothing but 1 by root 3. If we calculate, x is equal to h by root 3. For smaller angle, again tan 60 degree. So mute, someone is turned on the mic. Off the mic. Okay, tan 60 is root 3. If you solve this one, you can get y is equal to h by root 3. Now substitute that x is equal to y plus 50. After knowing the y value, substitute there and you can calculate the height. So the height of the tower is nothing but 25 root 3. So a person standing from a certain distance at an angle 30° and is moved to 50 meters and at angle 60° by using this tan equation, tan formula, right? By using the angles and we are calculating the height of the tower. This is nothing but the trigonometry. That means we are not measuring the length of the tower by any scale, but just by calculation, we are calculating what should be the angle. From the angle and the base distance only, we are calculating the height of the tower. Okay, next come to the circumcenter of those angles. If angle ABC is nothing but 70°, if angle BAC is nothing but 50°, what is the measure of angle AOC? What is the measure of angle AOC? The AOC is coming under inside, right? So remember the formula, angle ABC is 70°. What is the angle AOC? Angle AOC is nothing but that is 2 times of ABC. 2 times of ABC. 2 times of angle ABC. So it is nothing but 2 into 70°, 140°. Right? You can calculate the steps here. It is, we know that it is equal distances. This is 70, this is 50. What should be the angle of ABC? It's nothing but 180° minus. Because whenever we have to take this problem, it is taken as 180°. 180°, it is already given this angle is 50 and this angle is 70 is nothing but what to say 120 minus it is nothing but 60°. So what is this angle? This angle is nothing but 60°. Now what is they are asking? This angle is 60°. That is, you can say is angle BCA. Angle BCA is nothing but 60°. And then circumcenter. So what is the center of this one? The circle. The center of the circle is O, right? So AOC they are calculating. Whenever they are calculate to AOC for such problems, you use this formula, that is a 2 times of angle ABC. 2 times of angle ABC. So what is the angle ABC? We already known angle ABC is 70°. Angle ABC is 70°. So we got 2 into 7, it becomes 140°. Yeah. Next, come to data interpretation. Yes, yes. Yes, any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When we calculating the angle of AOC, it is twice the degree of ABC.
Yes, yes.
What if the angle of AOB?
Angle?
AOB.
Outer.
Then it is the twice of ACB?
Yes, yes, yes. It's the opposite direction, right? Exactly.
Okay, sir.
That means if you have to solve similar kind of problems, then only you can be able to identify, right?
Okay, sir.
Now, this is a data interpretation problem. Study the below table. In North region, South region, East region, West region, the sales, January sales is provided for North and for each regions, and February sales are given and March sales are given. And total means we are calculating January sales, February sales and March sales. This is 520, 530, 480 and 530, right? That means the total sales for the North region for the last 3 months. For South, like that. Now, which region shows the highest percentage growth in sales from January to March? Where is the highest percentage growth will be there? Which region shows the highest percentage growth from January to March? So we have to solve this. Understand, we need to calculate the percentage growth in sales from January to March to each region. right? How much it will be increased from January to March. You see that in January, North sales for 150. In February, it rises to 170. In March, it rises to 200. Right? So by here you see in South 180. Then February, the sales decreased to 160. Then they improved to 190. In East, you see January 160. This is 150. And this is 170. There is no gradual increase here. In West, you see 170, 180, 180. There is no gradual increase here also. Where there is a gradual increase, here only, in North only.
North.
Yeah, without calculating this part, right? We can see from this part itself, because where the percentage is in 150 to 170, they are increasing, and 170 to 200. So answer is North. So but you have to see some similar problem. By mind calculation itself, we can get the answer. So first tick mark, first solve the question like that. Then come to easier part. Then come to problem oriented, tougher part like that. Then you can solve. Then last 30 or 45 minutes, you feel whatever is the tougher. If you have the option A and B, right? Then you can choose 10% of the question from that. Understand or not?
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
sir.
that you have to solve. This is a basic calculation, that is sales. You have to minus 200 minus from the March sale, because that is the last month sale. You have to subtract the January. What is it? 200 minus 150 to 150 into 100, that is nothing but 33% is rising. That means in comparing to March sale. Here the March sale is 190, January sale is 180. So you have to calculate 190 minus 100, 5.56%. In East, suppose in problem they will ask, here they are not asking, in some problem they will ask 33.33%, like that. So which percentage is higher? For that we need to calculate like that. So 170 minus 160 divided by 160, 6.25. Here the highest percentage is North. The lowest sales is South. Lowest sales is South. So like that, the data interpretation problem we have to solve. Okay. Thank you. If you have any doubts, just go through this. If you have any doubt, you can ask. I will reply back to you. And we'll provide some problems based on that also. Yeah, I'll send a question paper. If not available, you ask me. What do you say now? Percentage problem is not available, or average problem is not available.
No, sir. Yesterday's class problems, nothing is available in that. It is like comprehensive, that kind of assumption related questions, reasoning related questions. Only.
Oh, that is paper 2, then you return mirror image and all. Paper 3 is there. Then paper 2 only you return. Paper
Okay,
1
sir,
and
we'll check.
paper 1 and paper 2 is general intelligence, and paper 3 only the aptitude will come. Okay, I'll check it out.
Sir.
I'll check it out. You just message
Okay,
me. Okay. Okay, thank
sir,
you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, yes.
Then in the second test, I have written like mirror kind of problems.
Okay.
I need the answer key for that, sir.
Yeah, I told, right, because it is the image I cannot provide. We can just send you a screenshot. I will send you an explanation.
Okay, sir.
Except paper 2, we provide all answer keys, because there is a image is right that, so we cannot do that one.
Yeah, most of the questions I couldn't get the right answer. That's why.
Oh, that's why you share. Yesterday itself I told, right, to share that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, I will share it.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Meet you in the next class.
Okay, sir. Thank you.